Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn chapter 6, verbs. In this chapter, we are mainly going to learn transitive verb and intransitive verb. We will see what is the difference between transitive verb and intransitive verb and how we can identify a transitive and intransitive verb. A verb can be described as transitive or intransitive based on whether it requires an object to express a complete thought or not. Here, when we think about a verb, whether it is transitive verb or intransitive verb, we can describe it clearly based on whether it requires an object to express a complete thought or not. This is the definition of transitive verb. A transitive verb is one that only makes sense if it exerts its action on an object. In other words, a transitive verb is a verb that takes an object. Listen to this example. Gerard swings the bat. In this sentence, the subject is Gerard and the object is bat. In this sentence, the verb swings take the object bat. Therefore, the verb swings is called a transitive verb. Verbs that have objects are called transitive verbs. One another example. Sonam broke the vase. In this sentence, the subject is Sonam and the object is vase. Here, the verb broke takes the object vase. Therefore, the verb broke is called a transitive verb. Now we will see what is an intransitive verb. An intransitive verb will make sense without one. Some verbs may be used both ways, but an intransitive verb is a verb that does not take an object. Listen to this example. Namida runs fast. The second example, the children play. In this sentence, the actions denoted by the verbs runs and play do not take objects. Therefore, these verbs are called intransitive verbs. Verbs that do not require objects are called intransitive verbs. We will try to understand transitive verb with the help of some more examples. A transitive verb is a verb that can have an object. For example, Sandra kicked the ball. Here, Sandra is the subject, kicked is the verb, and it take the object, the ball. In this sentence, the verb kicked is taking the object, ball. So it is a transitive verb. She bought the cake. Here, it is a transitive verb. The verb bought take the object, the cake. Next sentence, she caught the ball. Here, she is the subject, caught is the verb, and the ball is the object. This is a transitive verb. The verb caught take the object, the ball. Last sentence, he is reading a letter. The letter is the object and the verb reading is taking that object, so it is a transitive verb. Here are some more examples of transitive verb and their objects. The girls carry water to their village. The highlighted one is the verb and it is a transitive verb. It takes the object, water. The second example, Joan threw the ball. I caught a cold. She loves rainbows. Leila conveyed the message. All these examples are with a subject, a verb, and also with a object. So these all verbs are transitive verbs. Now we will see what is meant by intransitive verbs with the help of some examples. An intransitive verb is the opposite of a transitive verb. It does not require an object to act upon. They jumped. Here, the subject is they and the verb is jumped and there is no object. The dog ran. The dog is the subject and the verb is ran. There is no object. She sang. Here, she is the subject and sang is the verb. A light was shining. A light is the subject and shining is the verb, but there is no object. These all verbs are called intransitive verb because these verbs does not take an object. Look into these examples. The dog eats. It's an intransitive verb. The verb has no object. That same sentence. The dog eats food. It is a transitive verb. So here, in order to understand whether it is transitive or intransitive, we can ask this question, what? If you want to identify a sentence whether it is intransitive or transitive, ask this question, what? What the dog eats? Food. So here there is an object. So this is a transitive verb. Look into these examples. Roger cleans often. This is intransitive. Roger is the subject, cleans is the verb, but there is no object. Often is an adverb described how often something happens. It does not tell you what Roger cleans. So this is an intransitive verb. The same sentence, if we add a little more, Roger cleans his bathroom often. It is transitive. Roger cleans what? His bathroom. So we got the answer here. This is the object of the verb. So it is a transitive one. So dear students, try to find out the verbs in these sentences are transitive or intransitive. Write these sentences into your copy and write T for transitive verbs and I for intransitive verb. This is the first exercise of our chapter. Compare your answers with these answers. If you are with a wrong answer, correct it.